My video for December the 23rd, 2019 is number 3313. The title is Another Change in Plans, but not for the deep state. Aristo contacted me right after I recorded the video for December the 22nd. He was ready to record, however, there were glitches in the connection. We ran out of time since I had to leave by 6:45 a.m. I guess we will now wait until he can get back to the city. So I changed plans. Some people actually think Donald Trump will deliver us from the plans of the deep state, including many of my friends. While I'd like to see that happen, I realize that the Trump presidency is just another deception. The same moneyed elite are still playing most of us for their own benefit. Democrats and Republicans, for the most part, are on the same team we call the establishment. They play charades, suggesting there are two sides to the gullible public. Oh, how I'd like to be wrong on this. But as time goes on and I look at the conflicting stories, I realize that nothing really changes. The same money masters are still in charge. Regrettably, not even our loving Creator seems willing or able to do anything that would indicate truth and justice for common people. On the contrary, world politics is still deceptive, and God does nothing to change that. Evil triumphs, love evaporates, humanity loses again. I just finished reading an article just before I'm recording this. After I put the last video up, I noticed my friend Felix sent me a post. He sends me lots of things, but this particular one is entitled The Secret of Secret Societies Revealed by Felix Fojas, I guess you would say his name, Fojas. Anyway, as I said, I listened to the whole article. It takes about 21 minutes to have a Vona reader read it, and I just listened to the whole thing, and it's quite a history. Let me go ahead and readjust this computer so I can see it better. The computer not that I'm recording on, but the one next to it. Secret societies trace their origins in the hoary past, way back to the Neolithic Stone Age cultures of the King of the Kalahari, the Australian Aborigines, and the Inuit peoples of the Arctic. Their shamanic practices included the use of psychogenic herbal concoctions, journey to the spirit world, communication with the spirits of the dead and with elemental beings, and agricultural fertility cults. Such primitive cults are known as Khtonic, which is a Greek word which means under the earth, to differentiate them from the Olympian religion of, and something just jumped up on the screen in front of me, of classical Greece presided over by Almighty Zeus. And I'm getting messages popping up in front of what I'm trying to read on the other computer. Anyway, I'll probably hopefully remember to put a link to that article, because I think it's worth looking at so that we can understand some of the history, the dark history of our world, and how the world got to the place where we are now in the 21st century, where evil seems to triumph all over the place. Even if Trump had good intentions, and I do think that a lot of people that get into politics have good intentions, and I think Trump was maybe drafted by some individuals and he thought he could actually bring positive changes. But the same moneyed people, maybe two branches of the same money class, still run the system. Nothing has really changed. And see, it's Jewish people that claim to be Jewish on both sides. But it's more than just Jewish. It's a dark agenda. And the people that control the wealth of the world do not have humanity's best interest at heart. When are we going to realize that? But I keep asking myself, is there a loving God that does have humanity's best interest at heart? I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I keep waiting. I keep hoping. I keep trying to learn things. I try to keep my mind open, but I just don't see Trump doing what many people believe he was supposed to do. Maybe they're going to sacrifice part of their dark force. It doesn't matter to them, because the same principles of the dark force of control and manipulation of society through the monetary system are still the dominant factors that keep on creating the slavery system in this world that creates an elite establishment at the expense of the majority of humanity. When is this stuff going to change? I'd love for there to be a loving God. I'd love to be able to live my life without concerns for the future of humanity. But I wonder, people say there's ages, and we're in the Aquarian age now, in the early stages of the Aquarian age. I've heard that for a long time. I believe that 2011, 2012 was going to usher it in. Some people say the changes really did happen then. Well, where are they? It's almost 2020. Where are the changes that were supposed to have happened in 2011, 2012? Where? I don't see them. I see the same old things. And people say, well, look at how the economy is booming with Trump. Well, they manipulate the economy. It's not what it appears. Very little is as it appears to us. What even the mainstream media, alternative mainstream media, like Fox News, is the one that seems to offer a different perspective than the rest. And the internet, they're still mostly controlled. I mean, every time I go to click on and post my video now, I have to answer the same questions from YouTube. They're trying to change the way the system works. I don't want to go to their new system. I don't trust YouTube. I don't trust Facebook. I don't trust any of the major corporations in the world. They are all malevolent entities with a dark agenda to enslave all of us and to kill those of us that won't just do what they want us to do. And I won't do that. And I keep on wrestling with God, if you will. God, when are you going to start bringing real change? Not something to believe in, not some future pie in the sky, but bring it down to heaven on earth now. We need to see the changes happening now. I've lived my whole life believing that I was on a mission from God, but God seems to have forsaken me and us, and we are still dominated by the money masters, like it or not. When's it going to change? When are we going to see positive results that liberate us from the bondage of all the lies and the corruption that has been going on planet Earth for as long as there was history, and even before there are records, historic records in our arsenal? Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.